Let's bring you this discussion now. Public Protector Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane is back in the High Court in the Western Cape in an effort to get a job back. This follows a judgment by the same court that set aside her suspension by President Cyril Ramaphosa, pending a decision by the Apex Court. The DA and the President have since appealed that ruling, suspending the judgment. Newzroom Afrika's Athi Mtongana joins us now live for a sense of what's ahead today, Athi. And I suppose the big argument today, Athi, good morning, is that there is still this decision which is being appealed.
That's correct, Michelle, and a very good morning to you. So the Public Protector, in essence, wants that judgment by this very same court to be effected regardless of the appeal by the Democratic Alliance. You would remember that soon after the judgment was handed down by a full bench here at the Western Cape High Court, the Democratic Alliance filed a notice of appeal, and subsequently the President as well, President Cyril Ramaphosa, through his lawyers, also filed a notice of appeal, so essentially then suspending the decision of the Western Cape High Court, which actually found that President Cyril Ramaphosa was biased in suspending the Public Protector, considering the fact that the suspension came just while she was actually investigating the Phala Phala farm scandal. And those were some of the arguments that Advocate Dalimpofu SC raised during the litigation here at the Western Cape High Court, saying that the President acted against the Public Protector purely because of that investigation in the Office of the Public Protector pertaining to the Phala Phala farm robbery, and that he was in conflict of interest. So some of those arguments then were also noted by the three justices. However, the Democratic Alliance and the President want the Public Protector not to return to office because they want her to obviously face what is currently taking place in Parliament, which is the impeachment inquiry. But on the other hand, you have the Public Protector wanting to go back to office regardless of the appeal. The President is willing to go as far as the Supreme Court of Appeal, Michelle, in order to have this particular ruling by these three justices not valid, because they then, as the three justices, found the suspension invalid and set it aside.
Quite strong words there from the President's side, saying that if she is allowed to go back to office, it will amount to a grave and constitutional threat. What does he mean by that, do you think?
They even go as far as to say that there are no exceptional circumstances, which is what we actually will be hearing today from the Public Protector's legal counsel. They'll be arguing and putting before the three justices again. They'll be putting forward exceptional circumstances. They have to prove before these judges exceptional circumstances for their judgment to be effected regardless of the appeals at the Constitutional Court. The Public Protector will be putting before the three justices Section 18 of the Superior Courts Act. And so the onus is then on the Public Protector's legal counsel to prove exceptional circumstances wherein the President's lawyers are saying there's none. So that's what we'll be basically hearing play out today through the responding affidavit of the President. We've already seen how they're saying that the likelihood, the chances and the prospects of success for this particular relief that the Public Protector is seeking here are highly unlikely. Advocate Dalimpofu was at pains to express the amounts of documents that they've had to prepare on their end for this litigation, dubbing this particular litigation the biggest in the country, considering that it is pertaining the head of state, the President. And he's saying that in this case it's even bigger than the Nkandla litigation. He said that soon after they then applied for an urgent relief here at the Western Cape High Court, the President also wrote a responding affidavit where he also had to be in office quite early, in the early hours of the morning at around 4 a.m. trying to respond to that affidavit, which the President also responded to. So it's been quite an uphill battle, to put it frankly, Michelle, for the Public Protector to return to her office. Remember, she's just suspended. She is still the Public Protector of South Africa. Afrika, and those are some of the statements that we've heard Advocate Dali Mpofu being at pains to express before the impeachment inquiry and here at the Western Cape High Court.
Athi Mtongana, live to us there for an update. Thanks very much indeed.